purchased some stuff from the new Too Faced Peaches and Cream collection. I was going to do like a review demo swatches type deal, but I forgot to push the record button when I was like just done with my eyeshadow, and I was like, great. So I would have had to like wash off my whole face and stuff to get the demo portion, and I don't have time to do it. So hopefully this is still helpful for you guys, and I thought I would go ahead and throw in the Too Faced I Want Kandee, the collaboration with Kandee Johnson. I have that palette too. I was only able to use that, well, twice with today's look because I used the shimmer portions from that palette. So I thought these cats are they're gonna ruin all the curtains in my whole house. I'm telling you. But I thought I would go ahead and at least swatch all the products that I have and give you my review on. I can review the Peaches and Cream stuff for the most part, and kind of, well, I can kind of review, I guess, the Kandee Johnson one too, but I only used that one twice. I used the Peaches and Cream or the matte eyeshadow palette quite a few times, and so far so good. I'm really enjoying it, but I do have a ton of the products on my face right now, and those products will also be listed down below. So I'll go ahead and start off with the Too Faced Sweetie Pie Radiant Matte Bronzer, and it's infused with peach and sweet fig cream, which I believe all of their products are. 0.47 ounces of product in here, which is quite a bit. The packaging, I know some people really weren't feeling the packaging. It does have a nice weight to it, and it feels quite substantial, and I think it's cute. Like, personally, I live for makeup products like this. Now, this product is the first one that I got from the collection. They like released, I think, one or two products before they threw up the whole collection, and I think this was the first one that they released. So this is what the packaging looks like. And then this is what it looks like inside. I don't know why they throw the word matte bronzer in there, because it does have well, it's a radiant matte, which, I mean, it has a shimmer factor to it. It's not overly done, so it's not like you're putting shimmer all over your face, but it's definitely not matte. Now, when I first like saw it, I thought, I hope that does not pull orange on my face. And it doesn't. I actually really like the product. It blends out really nice. It's an easy one to throw on the face. And while it doesn't lean orange, it's peach. It's like a peach bronzer. And I really like how it works with all of the other peach products from the collection. It like all goes together really nicely. I've worn this without the peach products too, and it does look nice. It's peach, which peach is kind of in the orange family, but there's something that's really pretty about it. It's not like orange on my face. So anyway, I do have it on all over my face today as my bronzer and contour. So that is what she looks like, and I've worn this quite a bit since I've gotten it. So that's what it looks like. I haven't tasted this product, but I'm guessing that this does have a sweet taste, just like the setting powder. So you can see in the swatch that it does have a radiance to it. There's no like glitter chunks or anything like that, but it's not a full matte bronzer. It has a glow to it. So that is the Sweetie Pie Radiant Matte Bronzer. This next product is the Peach Kiss Moisture Matte Longwear Lipstick, and I got the shade Dollface. For some reason, quite a few of the shades online were in stock, and then I was able to see a display in store a couple days ago, and they had none of the lipsticks, so I thought that this would be kind of a peachy pink color. It's called Dollface, and the color online looked kind of peachy pink, but this is like a yellow, a brownie nude, and it just doesn't look very cute on me. It's got super cute packaging, which there's little peaches embossed into the lipstick itself, but I think that they kind of got in trouble for the use of this packaging because it resembles extremely something like the Tatcha lipstick that came out. I've seen something about that, don't know the full details, but nonetheless the packaging itself is really cute. There's a little peach right there, and then the color on the top. Yeah, this color just doesn't look good on me though. I was hoping for a little bit more of a pink color, but it's got more of a yellow brown undertone to it that's, I'm just not vibing with it. So anyway, that's the lipstick in Dollface. Packaging is really cute. The formula did feel nice on my lips when I put it on. It is a matte formula, but I'm not nuts about the color. The next one is the Too Faced Peach My Cheeks Melting Powder Blush infused with peach and sweet fig cream. Again, I think they're all infused with that, but there's 0.44 ounces of product in here, and the shade I have is Peach Dream. The packaging, again, I think is really cute. This more so, I know it says it's got the word powder in there, so I thought it was going to be something I could vibe with. It's called Melting Powder, but I mean, essentially this is a cream to powder blush. I used it yesterday over my set foundation, and it like broke apart my foundation really quickly. And I tried both tapping gently with my fingers. I used a brush, and then I also tried with the Beauty Blender, and it still just kind of, you know, when your foundation kind of breaks apart like that, that's what it did. And so today I used the Beauty Blender, and before I set my foundation I put it on, and I tried to be really gentle about it, and it did go on better without setting it, but I could see that it was still starting to break up my foundation, and I had to flip my Beauty Blender around and kind of pounce some more foundation over the top of it. So I'm not crazy about the formula. I wish that these were just powder blushes because they're just easier to use. When I did use this yesterday over the powder, and I went over it with a Makeup Forever powder blush, and I was kind of able to get rid of the patchiness that it created using that over the top, it actually turned out really pretty. And the color of this particular shade is really pretty too. So I might keep trying to make it work, because once I get it on the cheeks it does look pretty, but it's not extremely user friendly. I did notice the 2 times that I used it, it was mostly this color, that lighter color you see in the middle. And then as I've used it 2 times now, for some reason it's kind of developed a darker pink ring around the edges there. It's kind of changing some colors, which is a little weird, I think, especially since it's like brand new. But let's swatch it anyway. This is a cream blush, so don't let the name powder in the title fool you, because it's a cream. Like even right now, since I blended it out, it still has a creaminess to it, which I just wish they would have made them powder blushes, but the color itself is really pretty. This next one I wasn't quite sure if I should get it or not, and then I just try it out because I think the packaging is cute and I think the whole collection is cute, so I just went ahead and got it. And this is the Peach Blur Translucent Smoothing Finishing Powder, again infused with peach and sweet fig cream. But this product here, I could have used it for the last couple days, and I kept forgetting. I kept just automatically grabbing my Guerlain Meteorites, which is what I use for a finishing powder like almost every single day. And so today is actually the only day that I've used it, and I was kind of worried that it was going to be too shiny all over the skin. It is a baked gelée type of product, so I had to use a stiffer brush to get that product to be picked up, which is typical of most of the gelée type products. I use a stiffer brush to pick it up. I did have to go back in with that brush quite a few times to get the product on the brush and, you know, buffed all over the skin. But once I got it on, it didn't impart too much glow though. I thought it was going to be a little bit too shiny based off what it looks like in the pan for all over the skin, but it's not. It actually is quite pretty. Again, I have it all over my face, buffed in as a finishing powder. If you have really oily skin, I don't think that you would vibe with this as a finishing powder, because it does, it does impart some glow on the skin. For me, it's not too much, but you can kind of see right there. Yeah, and using a soft brush ain't gonna work too well with this product because of the formula of it, but so you can see there's some glow there. So that's what that guy looks like. I just use it today, and it's not too shiny for my skin tone, and so far so good. It's just the fact that I had to go in it quite a few times with the stiffer brush to pick up the product that made it a little bit more work to use, I guess, but the finish is pretty. I also got the Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder. Again, it's infused with peach and sweet fig cream. I should probably just stop saying that now, right? But again, the packaging is just really cute. I was apprehensive about this one because I knew it was going to be that, have some peach in it. I was really reading the ingredients, and I thought that because I had watched a video, or either it was on Instagram. No, it was in store. When I was in the Sephora store, the gal said that she had used this, and it actually, because you loose powder, and some kind of you end up inhaling a little bit or getting it in your mouth. And she said, it's sweet, it tastes sweet. There's a ton of product in here. There's 35 grams or 1.23 ounces of product. And I've used this for the past 3 days on my face, and I was worried about it. For one, about the fragrance, and then the sweet smell about the sugar thing. And my skin hasn't had any type of reactions to it thus far. And the nice thing about it is, there's a ton of product in here for one, so you're getting a lot for your money, and the packaging is really cute. I love the fact that the sifter is covered with a flip top, because it makes it extremely easy to just tap some in the lid and use it. I wish that all loose powder products kind of came like this. It's super handy. But when I compare this to some other loose setting powders that I do really like, I found that I didn't have to use a lot of this, just a little bit to kind of set my foundation, which is really nice. And the finish is really pretty too. I mean, I think it looks really pretty on the skin. So far, no strange reactions. I do have like a sensitive acne prone skin, so and then lastly from that collection is the Too Faced Just Peachy Matte Eyeshadow Palette. Again, Velvet Matte Eyeshadow Palette infused with, I suppose I don't even have to say it. But these shadows, there are 12 eyeshadows and each shadow is 0.04 ounces per shade, which is a decent amount of product in there. Again, the packaging has a nice weight to it and it feels substantial. I think that it's a nice packaging, super cute. It's got the little peaches there that you twist up like that. There's a nice mirror in there. And then here are your 12 shades. Now I feel like all of these are matte eyeshadows except for this guy right here. There is a satin matte feel to that, like you can see just the ever so slight amount of sparkle in this shade. And that could be because I know a lot of purples are a little bit, because you know it's kind of a purple burgundy type shade, but they can be rather dry and stuff, and they might have put that in there to make it a little bit better working purple shade. I have it on the crease and outer corner of my eye today, and it blended out really nice. I've used, let's see, I've used every shade in this palette. I think this is the 4th time I've worn it is today, and I'm really impressed with it. The pigmentation is really nice, and they blend really nice as well, which sometimes Too Faced eyeshadows can be rather hit or miss, but these have been doing a really good job for me, so I'm super happy about it. Packaging is super cute. These colors are mega on trend. Again, these are, for the most part, they're all matte eyeshadows. I did bring in, like I said, the I Want Kandee Johnson eyeshadow palette for the shimmer that's on the lid, and I'll go ahead and swatch that palette for you guys too after this. But let me go ahead and swatch starting on this side. We'll do 3 at a time here. Those are kind of your highlights in a blending shade. I use this kind of to blend underneath the highlight under the brow bone, but so those are the first 3, and then these next 3. I'll show it next to the sweet, or is it the peach palette too, so you guys can kind of see. There are some similar matte brown shades in there, but I think there's enough variety. So if you love the peach palette, I think you'll really like this one. I think that this is nicer. I think it's nicer. I think it's nicer than the original peach palette. And then my favorite row is right here. This one does feel quite dry and gritty, but I've used this I think twice so far, and it's pigmented and it blends out really nice. This one feels rather dry too. And then this last row. In terms of a matte peach eye, I didn't find myself looking for any other color, which was nice. It's got the highlights, it's got the defining crease shades, it's got the mid-tone blenders. It just doesn't have any shimmers, but again, it's an all matte. So I'm happy with the selection of the color range. I think it's really good. And then just to show them next to each other, you've got the Just Peachy Mattes on the bottom and the Too Faced Sweet Peach on the top. These aren't the easiest to hold up next to each other. But there are some similar mid-tone brown shades. I think there was 2 that I spotted. Since I failed on the demo portion, I'm going to go ahead and haul and swatch the 2 products that I got from the I Want Kandee and Too Faced and Kandee Johnson collaboration. I got the eyeliner. It's the Too Faced I Want Kandee liner in Black Licorice, and it's a liquid eyeliner. This product here is, it's really black. The applicator takes some getting used to. It's a hard nib on the end with a slant, and then it's skinny like that. So it's not a brush, it is firm, which does take some getting used to. And then using it on the side, you get a thicker line, and you can turn it and get a thinner line. The thing that I'm not crazy about is the formula of this. It dries, and I don't have a better word to describe it other than it dries it dries crusty. And I have hooded lids, and the way that I do my eyeliner, it does hide the fact that I do have a heavy hood. But in that crack right here, you can't really see it. Like I said, I hide it because the fold is right there, and it's like a drier, crustier feeling. I can like, it feels not so nice on the eyes. If you do a really thin line and you don't have a dry eyelid, I think you might kind of get along with it. I'll keep playing around with it. I do like how dark it is. That's one thing that I really liked about it, was how dark it was. I don't have it on today. I've got Storybook Cosmetics. I gotta show you guys this real quick. They came out with this quill eyeliner set, and it looks like a pen. You pull it out, and then there's a brush. Use my forehead as a backdrop so you can see what it looks like. But it goes in there, and this is nice and weighty, and it's probably, no joke, it's probably one of the coolest like makeup products that I have. I just think it's so cool. And then the eyeliner to use comes in this little pot like that. I will say that the lid isn't quite secure. The little pot thing is a plastic. It's not like glass or anything. I did have to put a drop of Duraline in there to get some fluidity out of it. This is actually the eyeliner that I have on my eyes today. It was easier to use, I guess, than the Kandee Johnson one, but I do like how dark this is. It doesn't dry to a well, it's like a satin matte, I guess. You can see there's a little bit of a sheen to it, but I like how dark it is. I'm just not nuts about when it dries, how it feels like in the fold of my eye. It was pretty long wearing for me, and it didn't transfer though either, so that was good about the Kandee liner. And then here is the I Want Kandee eyeshadow palette. I thought it was really cute that they had a little seal sticker on it. It's like the cartoon version of Kandee Johnson. And then on the back, it's got like your shades with the colors. And then this here, which is something I couldn't tell from promo pictures, but this is actually sticks out right here. Like it's supposed to be like maybe like a kind of like a piece of chocolate or something, like how they have a dome shape to it. So I thought that was rather interesting. So it's like a thicker piece right there. And then inside here are the eyeshadows. Again, I've worn this twice. I wore these two shades right here on my lid. They're both a more sheer formula, but very, very sparkly. And then was it yesterday? Yesterday I wore this guy on the lid, and then I think I wore Raspberry Cocoa and Butterscotch and Pastry, and then Sparkling Cider, so it ended up being a warmer eye. And I was happy with the look that came out of this guy yesterday as well. Just today when I used these two shades though, I thought that they would have a little bit more color to them. They have a little less color and a little more sparkle, so they're more of that kind of a top coat feeling eyeshadow. Packed on, I was able to get some color and shine out of them. However, those are the only two shades like that. The other ones, the Sugar Plum and the Sweet Toffee, that look very shiny like those two colors, have much more pigmentation to them. The matte eyeshadows are Pastry, Butterscotched, Cream Puff, Hot Chocolate, Taupe Berry, Raspberry Cocoa up in the corner, Licorice Rope, Banana Cream Pie, and Ice Cream. Again, I do feel like there's a nice shade range in here in terms of matte highlights, a shimmer highlight, transition matte eye shades, and some pretty shimmers. Again, I only used this one 2 times today and yesterday, and I did enjoy the looks that came out of them. And I feel like the formula on these is quite nice on both these new Too Faced palettes. I should say real quick too that both of these eyeshadow palettes were the bulk was made in the USA, and it says they were assembled in the Dominican Republic. So this palette, each eyeshadow, 3 of the eyeshadows, these 3 big ones on the bottom, are 0.07 ounces, and then the 12, is it 12? Yeah, 12 shades on top are 0.04 ounces right there. So let's get to swatching some of these guys. Try to swatch them kind of in quadrants by 3 here. This color I think is so beautiful. I wore it, yeah, it was just yesterday on the lid, this bronzy shimmery shade. And then these 2 guys are the guys I have on my lid today with the peach palette. And then these 2. Ooh, that shimmery one's very pretty. I have not worn that one yet. I haven't swatched it either, I don't think. And then these three right here are all pretty deeper matte shades. Right there. Nice. Very nice. So those are the top 3 quadrants right there. Very nice indeed. I haven't swatched all the shades, that's why I'm like, oh. And then these last 3 on the bottom, which these 2 are matte. One's a yellow toned, pinkier toned, and then this guy is a shimmer. So that is the I Want Kandee eyeshadow palette from Too Faced. I'm really excited about these new Too Faced products. I think the packaging on some of them is super pretty. I hope that I just ordered one of the holiday palettes that became available on the Sephora website for VIB Rouge. That and the Tarte one and a couple other things. Let me know how you guys want me to handle holidays. I'm like, I kind of go nuts when it's the holiday season, and I do want to film as many holiday videos as I can, but let me know how you kind of want me to handle it. Did any of you guys pick up anything yet? Holidays in September, like we usually do here on YouTube in the makeup world. But anyway, hopefully that was helpful for you guys. Stay safe out there, you guys. I have my thoughts and prayers are with a lot of places all over the world right now. So stay safe out there. Be kind. Wear sunscreen. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.